Okay, so this is my first little video diary thing about me learning a new instrument. I've been a keyboardist and pianist for a very long time, and I'm a professional musician, I guess, being a composer and all that. And I decided it might be time to inject a little bit more fun into stuff by learning a new instrument. So I decided that I'm going to get something that I can use in my digital music production workflow in a cool way, and I got this thing, and this is my Akai EWI4000. It's kind of cool, and I can plug it in via MIDI into my computer, and I can get some cool stuff out of it. I like writing for wind instruments, but I've never learned how to play a wind instrument. This is my first one. And so I'm going through all the basics, learning fingering technique and all that. And I'm also trying to push myself to play music, play the vocal lines for various J-pop and anime singles that I have. Because, you know, all those singles, they have those karaoke backing track versions. So I took my CDs and ripped them to my computer, and I'm trying to learn how to play these. And I mean, some of them are kind of old, so I know the music really well. It's just stuck in my head, but getting my fingers to actually get up to speed there. So this is just hopefully a little series of videos to keep me honest about stuff. This is me after, I guess, 2 weeks of learning how to play this, and we'll see how this goes. Oh, by the way, I'm not using the analog synth part of this. It's actually plugged into my computer via MIDI, and I'm using a soft synth called Wallander in order to synthesize a clarinet. So this is the sound that you get out of this. I'll try some of the analog synth part of it later. But for now, let's try this. Wow, that sucked. Let me do that one more time. Forgot it. I know the entrance to this thing. Come on. Okay, so that's what happens when, I guess that's pretty honest. I mean, that's my first time playing the piece today. I guess I didn't practice or warm up going into that. Maybe I should have done that so I could focus on some of those passages, like, I don't know, there's that one part. How does she play it? She says the lyric message, and she pronounces it Masi Aji, you know? I guess it sounds all right, yeah. Yeah, maybe I should have actually did a little bit of practice and tried to do that. But actually, maybe I'll do a second run through and see how that goes. I'm gonna go like this. And now I'm going to try one more run through after, I guess, my warm-up session. And see how this goes. So yeah, some parts I got better there. Other parts I realized, oh yeah, I should probably practice that part. You know, I chose that song because it's a song I'm very familiar with. I heard it a decade ago. And I know how to play it extremely well on the piano, do all like the jazz chords, extended chords on top of the melody and harmony that's already there. I know the song really well. I don't know this instrument really well, and you can tell that there were some things that I just forgot to do. It's like, you know, that D flat. I forgot that the D flat fingering is basically all notes off, right? And it's like, what was it? You know, towards that second part, you know, towards the later part of the song, right before the coda, I just forgot it. You know, eventually those things will get in my head, hopefully, will get in my fingering. I figured this might be useful, you know, if you are a well-practiced musician and you've never used a wind instrument before, what it might sound like for you if, you know, you're a good musician and you decide to pick this up and you're trying to learn all the basics of the fingering here. So yeah, this is what it sounds like for me right now after 2 weeks of practice with this thing, with this particular piece. I mean, I chose this piece actually because it's a relatively simple piece in a relatively restricted range. I don't have to worry that much about the octave break except in a few specific places. I'm still familiarizing myself with the octave rollers over here. It's an F major, so there's just a few things that I have to think about, like, you know, the B flat in F major, which is this key combination here. There's a little bit of A flat, the D flat that I mentioned before. And it's also at a tempo that I can mostly handle as well. Oh, it's also a shorter song than some of the other songs out there. It's, you know, so I'm still working on my breath control, honestly. I'm a little bit out of breath. But yeah, this is a cool thing. If you're actually interested in this and you're thinking about learning it, well, if you want to see what you can do alongside another person who's also learning this thing for the first time, learning how to play a wind instrument at all for the first time, you know, I hope that this was useful, basically. So yeah, thanks.